Subscribe to Highest Good, where we tell you your future.
Nice to have you back, Taurus. On Monday, it's the beginning of the week as a fine time for an in-depth discussion about romantic values, and if you're involved with someone, to iron out some expectations are coming up. Your own goals could prove to be a little unrealistic between this week. Scale back and simplify. At the same time, you can communicate extra fluently, particularly in romantic situations, so speak up. This week, your practical side wants to deal with everyday responsibilities, but a part of you is itching for adventures of the sweet, hot kind. Let that part in you at least last for an evening. On Tuesday, if you are in a relationship, then you might feel as if you and your partner can't agree on anything regarding finances nor your intimate life. Perhaps your spending habits are wildly different. One of you could be in the mood for sex while the other isn't. One of you might need to hear words of affection in order to become physical while the other doesn't. The different needs and emotional and money styles you have are becoming clearer now, and because of this, you're both now feeling more confused than ever. What brought you together in the first place, and more importantly, can you reconcile the differences? If you're single, your love life gets steamy next week. Wait for it, you'll be happy that you did. On Wednesday, your relationship sector is lit up this week, so you can certainly expect plenty of action in the love life department. Unfortunately, it's a mixed bag and you'll need to navigate through some rocky road in order to reach the rainbow at the end. Mercury turns retrograde in your partnership sector and will signal a time of potential miscommunication between you and your mate. It's best not to make major decisions together during this time. It will, however, be a perfect time to pick up a topic of discussion from the past and rehash it. One of you may have a different perspective that leads to a happier outcome between the both of you. Today lands you in your partnership sector. If single, you have a chance at new love even though you're confused about it. If you're dating someone, things could get serious. Thursday advises you to engross yourself into a hobby. This is a promising way to stay positive and energetic. While people are aware of and concerned about your physical health, they ignore their mental well-being. Ignoring mental health can have catastrophic repercussions. It is vital to unwind and relax. You should indulge in activities that give you pleasure. Is your love life a hopeless ball of confusion? Venus has been retrograde in your romance sector since a few weeks, and this marks her final week of hibernation. As a result, you might be ready to give up on love altogether if you're single and going through one botched romance for after another. As a result, you might be ready to give up on love altogether if you're single and going through one botched romance after another. Take heart because things are about to change. For now, sit tight and ask the universe what this time has been trying to teach you about love and relationships. There is a valuable lesson somewhere. If you're in a relationship, then the sun on Sunday could bring a new domestic routine for you and your mate. It doesn't sound very romantic, but this change is sorely needed. Friday will be a roller coaster ride for matters pertaining to your health and fitness. You may face minor issues in regards to your digestive system during this time. Stay away from spicy and oily food. Refrain from eating street-side junk food as well. Consuming outside food unrestrictedly could have repercussions as severe as food poisoning. We recommend that you exercise every day and practice yoga and meditation as well. This will help you stay physically as well as mentally fit. Caution should be your mantra during this entire week. Upon the slightest of discomfort, consult your family physician immediately without any delay. On Saturday, your love life might be a hot mess or about to get really hot. Mercury turns retrograde in your true love sector, and this could bring back a past lover in a way that really emotionally triggers you. Your ex might initiate an innocent conversation only to then drop a bombshell on you. He or she wants another chance. You will be emotionally torn and certainly mentally confused. Don't feel like you need to make any decision yet. The good news is that the gorgeous sun infuses your romance sector today. New love is coming, even if it's old. On Sunday, as per your zodiac, the planetary positions play in your favor. The ruler of your sign, Saturn, seems to be aligned with Mercury and a weak Jupiter. They all get together in the first house of your sign. Here, one can say that the positioning of two planets is highly in your favor, for they indicate higher growth. Your patience is boosted and you are likely to mingle with a social circle you didn't feel comfortable with earlier. It is an ideal time to push your limits and go for the set goals on occupational as well as the financial front. Your zodiac says if you were aiming at investing, now is the time. For all this, you would need to work day and night or even round the clock to achieve a certain level of progress in life this week.
Money and career.
On Monday, financial inflow will be very satisfactory, but you will be also required to take care about your expenses. There is a distinct possibility of incurring several unexpected expenses. You could spend a substantial amount of money for court cases and pending legal matters. Since you have a lot of surplus funds on hand at the moment, it will be a great idea to clear off all your old debts. You could consider investing in real estate today. It will be imperative for you to keep a tight leash over unwanted expenses. Do not spend huge chunks of money for buying exorbitant objects. On Tuesday, this is not a promising day for matters pertaining to finance. Your exorbitant expenses will be uncontrollable. Your investments are also not going to reap any lucrative rewards. Your finance department will miserably fail you. You will not be able to stick to your monthly budgeting plans. Your financial planning will seem to be completely collapsed. You may even need to borrow money from close friends and relatives to keep the show going. You may not even be able to cope up with regular office expenses such as courier charges, telephone bills, electricity payments, etc. This will be due to the carelessness of your staff. On Wednesday, you will need to be extremely cautious while dealing with matters of finance and money. Never sign a document without properly reading it first. As a matter of fact, you should even sign checks after proper contemplation. Try to focus upon saving your money as much as possible during this period. We say so because there is a strong probability of incurring unexpected expenses during this time. On Thursday, this week is not very favorable for considering new investments. Those dealing in the stock markets should have a watchful eye over the developments. You will be very relieved to receive unexpected finances. This is a very favorable week as far as your finances and money matters are concerned. If you have been trying to avail a loan for either business development or purchasing capital for goods, you will be able to do so easily today. Any financial strategies that you have planned will be successfully implemented today. On Friday, there is a distinct possibility of spending a considerable amount of money for purchasing electronic gadgets. You will also be able to successfully clear off any old loans or dues during this period. Learn to keep a tight leash over unwanted expenses and focus upon saving for the future. This is a very favorable day as far as your finances and money matters are concerned. If you have been trying to avail a loan for either business development or purchasing capital for goods, you will be able to do so easily. On Saturday, any financial strategies that you have planned will be successfully implemented. There is a distinct possibility of spending a considerable amount of money for purchasing electronic gadgets. You will also be able to successfully clear off any loans or dues during this period. Learn to keep a tight leash over unwanted expenses. On Sunday, the graph of your financial growth during this week will be more or less like a tidal wave. If you learn to surf the tide with adequate precaution, the sail will be smooth and overall, you will need to maintain a perfect equilibrium between your financial inflow and expenses. Monitoring your unwanted expenses will certainly help you. Your financial inflow will be very satisfactory today, because moon is in your sign today and things will start looking up today onwards. Do not make random investments based on hearsay.
To get your daily prediction updates from our team of psychics, subscribe to Highest Good and click on the bell notification and never miss a prediction.